Hello, I'm Pete with Risky Business. In previous videos, we've discussed moving your company towards having a safety management system rather than the existing ineffective alternative. When you first open your doors for business, the chances are that you had no safety program at all. It's rare that management and owners sit down to plan and set up a functional safety program right off the bat. At this stage, safety is usually peripheral to the main order of business, and this flimsy documentation came about gradually based on your injuries and incidents. Things like, Mike ran over Frank with a forklift, so we should make a note to train people better. Or, Chowling cut her hand and we should give her some gloves. Perhaps we should make a policy of some sort. Caldeep fell off the roof again, so we should write a procedure and tell him to be more careful. When we fail to meet certain standards, Workers' Compensation Board officers will write orders and force further changes to our policies and program. From incidents like these, our policies and procedures develop into the program that we have today. So here, several years later, you have on paper what you consider to be a well-developed safety program, and you feel that you're doing everything right. But is it effective, and how does it compare with the rest of your industry? Are your competitors handling potential losses better than you are? The simplest method is to do a safety management audit, which measures your program against a standard framework to find gaps, omissions, and regulatory compliance. This is called a gap analysis. One method is the core audit, which is an acronym for the Certificate of Recognition, which is an incentive program adopted by WorkSafe BC to encourage employers to develop and maintain an effective health and safety program, which is an essential part of their safety management system. Remember from previous videos that safety management covers total resource conservation, of which one area of concern is safety. Core requirements present a proven template by which safety performance is measured, and it identifies the deficiencies in an existing safety program and what is required to bring it up to standard so you can be competitive. Each industry sector has its own specific core audit requirements. If you are a BC-based company, you can receive up to 10% discount off your WorkSafe base assessment, which, dependent upon your payroll and your industry, could be a very significant amount. Core certification also provides a long-term competitive advantage. It enhances your corporate image, improves your safety culture, gives you fewer production days, and less service delays. It may even be a factor in bidding on provincial and federal contracts. You will have visible results directly affecting your bottom line. But most importantly, from my perspective at least, it leads ultimately to a more efficiently managed operation. With this framework in place, it opens the doors to more advanced programs like Six Sigma, Lean, ISO 1800, ISO 9000, etc. To be eligible for the core program, you must be registered with WorkSafe BC as an employer, and you must operate within a sector covered by a certifying partner. There are two types of core program, one for small employers and one for large employers. A small employer is considered as 20 people or less. An external auditor will conduct the initial core audit. Revalidation is required every 3 years. In the interval, you will train your own internal auditor to maintain the certification during the 2 maintenance audits. Internal auditors are your employees trained through your certifying partner. The core audit process itself consists of standard weighted questions, the management systems that govern how your safety program works. Verification is done by a combination of documentation, observation, and interviews. The external auditor will verify through documentation that your written policies and procedures are the same as those he observes in the workplace. And the interviews further confirm that employees commonly understand these procedures and policies to be an integral part of their everyday activities. In other words, the policy that is set at the top is actually proven to be carried out at the bottom. A score of 80% on the core audit is required for certification. For more information on core, you can go to your WorkSafe BC website or to the link below to core auditing. I'm Pete for Risky Business. Thanks for watching.